Hello Virgo, happy birthday and welcome to this video. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of August 30th. Now Virgo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Virgo, just know that I'll never send you an email asking you for money or a reading, and same is true for the comments. Just keep in mind that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. There's a link to that in the description below. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. And the same is true to my Patreons. So let's see what we have here for you, Virgo. All right, let me make sure everything's in view. And we'll get right into this for you. Looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a really nice card. This is talking about financial independence in some area of your life. It's self-sustainability or sustenance in that way, right? You can see here, these pentacles are growing on the tree or on the bush, rather, indicating that you have planted some sort of seeds that have now become fruit that now provide for you. And so it talks about not needing to rely on anybody else, especially with your finances, not needing to be cared for in that way, but rather having everything that you need based on something that you do, right? And so this is really nice for having your own jobs, maybe even self-employment, but really just financial independence generally. So it's a very good sign to see that. It's one of my favorite abundance cards. Now, I will say, some of you here, this can also mean just solo energy, the Nine of Pentacles in relationships. I try to bring in messages for both money and love. And for a lot of you, you are still dealing with the end of a relationship or marriage, okay? And some of you are just really recently, I feel like probably in the last month or so, maybe even more, you've recognized what it's felt like to be single, and you've had this energy of this single energy, because you have the Three of Swords in the middle here. This is a divorce, separation, or breakup. That's the type of energy. If not, it's just a heartbreaking situation in some area of your life that you've been working through recently. I feel like this has been on your radar, and this has been probably a central theme for a lot of you, whether it's the end of a relationship or even just leaving a job or being severed from a job. And I do feel like this has been on your mind pretty heavily here. You can see all three swords going through the heart, indicating just a heartbreaking situation. And the key for you in this week is to let go of this person from the past or this event situation from the past because of the Six of Cups on the bottom. I'll get into that more later as we go along. But looking here in the past, you have double aces, really always a great sign. This is 2 or more aces is a big win. It's a big victory. So I feel like you've also here in the past had some sort of money on your mind. For a lot of you, you had some sort of new financial start. And this can mean signing off on paperwork, doing anything with like document work, documentation, financial documents, anything like that, getting a new loan, getting a new car, anything like that going on here, maybe even moving into an apartment. Or getting a new job, anything to do with the material situation in your life. And so it's a very good card. It's like planting those seeds. Like, look, this is the initial seed that you plant with the Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is those seeds blossoming and giving yourself something to live off of, right? And that's what this is talking about here. You also have the Ace of Swords. This is triumph, triumphant victory. This is also a new beginning, but it's somewhere around the mental, intellectual side of yourself, some sort of gift of communication or that you've had recently, or communicating on a breakthrough or a big idea. You can see the clouds clearing here in the background, indicating like just clarity in your life. And for some of you, you've known exactly what you've wanted to do. Like you've known exactly what path you wanted to take, what direction you've wanted to go, and you put in the work to get there. With the Queen of Pentacles, you made practical choices. The Queen of Pentacles is also always about making those practical choices to get you from point A to point B. And this is somebody who is really smart and frugal as well, smart with money. Maybe not so much frugal, but just like they don't really buy things they don't need. They don't make frivolous spending or purchases or anything like that with the Queen of Pentacles. Now we do have the counterpart showing up here, King and Queen of Pentacles. Could be a Virgo. I typically, it could be any earth sign. It could be any earth sign, but this could be you showing up there. It doesn't matter what gender you are. And I just feel like there was some sort of ending with a partner here. For some of you, it's almost like, for a lot of you, it's almost like things have been going well in your career situation, or you've maybe received some information, that there was information that came to light with the Ace of Swords of this person's behavior or something like that happened, okay, with the Three of Swords in the middle. And the reality is, with the Six of Cups below it, this person's still in their mind, okay? You can't, oh, it's almost like you can't shake them for some reason. Six of Cups is someone trying to re-enter. I would say be very careful about that, because look, there's something much better here on the horizon with the Knight of Cups. I'll tell you why in a second, but they could be trying to come back in, and for you, it's like you've already been hurt by this person, and I feel like it's time for you to welcome in something much better into your life. And that's what this is talking about here with the Three of Swords, Six of Cups. The thing is, they're still in your mind, especially because the King of Pentacles is above. They could be also an earth sign, or they could just be somebody who has a nice job, or someone who has nice financial situation, something like that. And this could be seen as a wealthy partnership with the King and the Queen of Pentacles. But like I said, I feel like this person is still on your mind. And it's the key for you is to let go. Okay, it's to let go. I feel like you are coming to that understanding though. There was information that came to light that hurt you, and you're now with this Four of Swords. Isn't it interesting? We have the three into the Four of Swords. You can see here the three swords are sitting up on the banner from that Three of Swords, indicating that you are healing from this situation here in the future. It's not completely done yet, and that's why I feel like you got to be careful about this person coming back in with the Six of Cups below, because the reality is you have somebody who's much better here. This Knight of Cups is almost like a perfect union. It's somebody you think about a lot, fantasize, romanticize about almost, and this person coming in and delivering some sort of offer or some sort of event here, arriving in your love or your financial situation here, coming through. And so for you, it's almost like just recognize what happened there in the past and know that you're worthy of this Knight of Cups. You're worthy of someone much better. And then the thing is, as you do this, as you let go of that person, you do complete a cycle here with the world. This is the completion of a cycle. It's the start of a new one too. It's a victory and success. It's a big win because it's the last of the major arcana. It means you've gone through 0 to 21, the entire hero's journey, and you have now received some sort of reward, and that reward is a new cycle with someone new, I feel like, for a lot of you, or even just a new situation. So it's an interesting read here, Virgo, because it's almost like things have been going well, and then there was just this heartbreaking situation in the middle of all of it. And I would say just keep doing what you're doing here. So let's go ahead and clarify now. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. After you hit subscribe, you'll see a bell. If you click that bell, you'll never miss an update from me. And lastly, Virgo, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Hope things are going well for you. I also have a Patreon if you want to support me there. Absolutely no pressure though. Only do that if you can and if you feel guided. Let's see what else we have here for you, Virgo. Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Look, I feel like letting go of this person is an incredibly hard thing for you to do. There clearly were memories, there clearly were, things that you're still holding on to, whether it's a person or an event from the past. And, really facing that fear is going to, it's going to like open up. I feel this word burst. It's like there's going to be a burst of spiritual insight or some sort of spiritual change that will unfold here. You have Green Terra, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. Look, know that you deserve something much better here. There's happiness here coming for you on the horizon, and your guides are with you and protecting you, and they want you to make the right decision. You have Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. You know that this person or this situation was not good for you, so why be tempted here with that Six of Cups trying to re-enter? Trust what you know at this time, Virgo. Let's see what else we have here. To clarify, we'll pull some additional tarot cards and see what wants to come forward for you, Virgo. See what we have here to clarify this situation. Eight of Wands, really nice card. You have the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands, competition. There's another person in the mix. Look, Queen of Cups right in the middle. Now, I will say the Queen of Cups is the traditional therapist in the tarot. So some of you may want to get some help, which is you shouldn't feel embarrassed or ashamed of getting help. Maybe some of you want to talk to somebody, whether it's a mental health professional or it's just a trusted friend or ally or mentor. That's the Queen of Cups that can really come in and help you see something in a new way. So some of you may be contemplating that. For others of you, that Queen of Cups is the person in the middle of the King and the Queen of Pentacles, and there was probably a third party. Even though we don't have that Three of Cups, I'm just feeling that intuitively. That's why that card's coming up for some of you. Now you have the Seven and the Eight of Wands. Seven of Wands, there's been competition around you. Like I said, there's somebody who saw what you have, wanted what you had, and now is competing for what you had. And the thing is, for you, you're like, you know what? I'm too mature for this competition. I don't really need to be competing, right? And so for you, it's just you're doing your thing, and you are accelerating very quickly here with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is accelerated motion. It's a quick moving event that brings about good news, especially when combined with the Ace of Pentacles, which is new money offer, new situations and material in your material life. And the Eight of Wands is that happening very quickly. It's the feeling of getting unstuck, getting out of the mud, especially since you also have the Ace of Swords with it. Yeah, look, Death card. Oops, I just bumped that. Sorry for bumping that, Virgo. We have the Death card. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. I like this for you. Okay, so here's the deal. Don't get afraid of this Death card. Okay, a lot of people are. You shouldn't be. Transformation is really what the Death card is about. Okay, something is ending, but it's also being transformed into something much, much better, greater, stronger, more powerful for you in your life here. And it's the end of, yeah, I was right. For this King of Pentacles, it doesn't matter what gender they are. They probably had some sort of really nice situation in their life, but that's ending. You're done with that person. The thing is, this Three of Swords, whether you like it or not, is the wheel of your destiny spinning. Okay, sometimes there has to be information that comes to light that disappoints us or, exposes something that we didn't know about in order for us to get onto the path of our destiny. And that's what this Wheel of Fortune is showing. It's actually, if you view this as actually the best thing that ever happened to you, I do feel like you'll have a new perspective on how to move forward. And I feel like that's what's coming through. You have the Magician and the Six of Cups. You're manifesting someone better. Okay, there's someone from the past trying to get in the way of this manifestation. Whether it's a previous employer or this person, or even an event, maybe even a friend, somebody from the past that is not good, and they're getting in the way of your manifestation. Two of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the High Priestess. Use your intuition here. Look, you know, I feel like you know intuitively that there's someone better coming in for you. The High Priestess is interesting, one, and two, that Magician is the divine masculine, the High Priestess is the divine feminine. This is what we can consciously manifest or create. This is what we intuitively know. And so for you, you intuitively know that there's someone better. There's a Knight of Cups, doesn't matter what gender they are, but there's something better coming in. And that's what I feel like is working here, is at play here for you, for a lot of you. And for others of you, this, yeah, look, you're healing. Four of Swords is all about healing. Page of Swords can indicate disappointing news. And like I said, this whole reading, and actually in this whole row, there was news that came to light that gave you new clarity on the way someone was, or the way that someone acted, or the way an event or a situation was. And this disappointing news is what you're healing right now, and it looks very good for that in the future. The World and the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is a change in your financial situation. The World is the completion of a cycle. I feel like in this case it's a good change. You have to see what cards are around it. And for you, you have more positive cards than negative cards around it, so it looks very good. It's almost like for a lot of you, it's like there are really nice things here. Like you're crushing it, like at work, or you're doing something good in your career, self-employed or at work or something like that. But at the same time, there was a change to your destiny, and now you're picking up the pieces here. You're healing. You're working through that in some way. Let's see what else we have. Okay, you have High Honor. Yeah, definitely work looks good. Toil and labor. False Person, see? Great Fortune. Message of Concern. Pathway. I mean, listen. If we needed confirmation on these storylines, here it is. Message of Concern. You're getting disappointing news that came to light here. And I feel like you're realizing that you don't have to struggle or work to be in a relationship. Love shouldn't be work, right? It should just be. And that's what this is talking about. Great Fortune, High Honor, 25 into 26. That's like dollar signs. In the past, something really good happened for you. The Great Fortune card is the best card in the Kipper deck, rather, the Kipper Oracle deck. High Honor is people really viewing you as an authority figure, as somebody who's honorable, respectable in the workplace, and it indicates metals or merit increases and something like that happening here. And so for you, there's a harvest that happened here in the past. This false person that we've been talking about this whole time was not part of your path, and that is what's coming to light. That's what you're healing, and you're on the path to your destiny. You're on the path to your true north, which should feel very good, even though you're at the same time healing over how something happened. So wow, this is intense reading, but thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.